Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the ACC, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Try to get it to the edge. He's going to lose a yard on that one. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The throw to the outside is complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Williams will pass. Throws to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decision, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Making side adjustments here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Coleman. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams looking for a man. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Washington. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Now on 1st down from the 30. They're going to ride this running back. Wide open spaces. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Kane. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Time to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just This is where you go over the sidelines, you have a good talk with your coach, you settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. It's a seam wide up. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Husky.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Indiana. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Leaves it with the running back. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And, David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season. Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
After the run, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, and try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Yellow Jackets are on the move. Looking downfield, it's King. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow at 2nd and 7. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he's got it! Touchdown! Georgia Tech!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags it quickly on the left. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll pull it down and run. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense knew coming into the game they were going to try and get this guy the football because of his speed, but when he's running over the middle of the field, they want to put a hat on him and make him feel them. They did that right there. The hit causes the incompletion.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Going over the top. Makes the grab right down the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Just keeps slinging it. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Williams will pass. They get to him as he throws. Got his man. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. A run for the quarterback. Shakes off the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1, yep, we're going.
Bro, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He's going to run it. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Wide receiver going in motion. Williams looking for a man. Catch in the middle. It's Green. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He made the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Start the third quarter with the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
To throw, it's King. Oh, they're after him. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, a lot of space. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the 1st half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Williams will pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
And the Huskies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Flying down the left side. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Washington.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the 2nd half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Indiana. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
Dropping back, it's King. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work. Turning on the Jets. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get to the end zone. Nice run.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Makes a move. Got a little room. They were lucky to get him out of bounds. What a return as he almost took it for the touchdown. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. The Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Georgia Tech, 14.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's King. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure.
They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to pass on second down. A strike downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. Got a man in the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They built a cushion. They built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Williams looking for a man. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Makes the catch. It's Evans. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Moving out of the pocket. He's loose. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Quarterback will keep it. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Past the first down marker and still running. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up.
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Turning it on! Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Williams will pass. Got a man. It's Evans. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quick completion on the out. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Washington right back to the line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Evans. Stumbled to the ground. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. He's going to take off, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Nice job by the D, playing the pass first. QB scrambles. It's the 4th quarter. I got to save time. I got to save possessions. What do I do to end the run? Now I push the quarterback out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. Thank you. I didn't even have to waste a timeout. Nice job by the D.
Let's it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Huskies.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play. And, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Washington wants to go quickly. They'll run the option. Powers through the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Nice job by this defense stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
And the Huskies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Loss of 6 yards on the play. Now, a 4th down.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.